him, you're gonna end up dying. Even if you're skillful, if you let your anger get the best of you, even in the best of the best situation where you know everything, you lose. And to keep your composure, you have to learn this. Always be thoughtful, always be mindful of what you're saying and what you're hearing. If you're in a group of 5 people who always talk about girls, who always talk about partying, you won't get far ahead in life because you will be the 6th person or the 5th person who is like them. So always keep a check on your company. If they're saying anything mindful, if they're saying anything insightful, don't just sit around and be like, who cares? It's my best years, it's my teens, it's my 20s. I'll just enjoy, I'll just party around. You have to make a life for yourself and for your kids and the women you love. So think about it hard. Emotional repression. While Stoicism advocates emotional control, its misinterpretation can lead to emotional repression. As I said, so this slide is important. Dark side of masculinity, dominance. We all like to boss around, be a man, hit the weak, just like capitalism, survival of the fittest. We all want to be a man who just bosses around, who just does nothing at all, just sits around on the couch and money is being made in his bank account and he's doing nothing at all, just yapping around. Whereas this could lead to a very negative impact on our life in this world and in the hereafter, because Allah the Almighty will judge us, and in that time, every single thing that we have done in this world, we will be accounted for. And to make sure that we have a very good life in the hereafter, we have to make sure that we're good with everyone around us. We have to be humble. Humble enough to see that the other person deserves as much respect as we want from them. Alright? You can't be like, if I'm a person who has a very high influence, who is very powerful, who has enough money, and I go around to a guy who is from a lower caste, who, even though the caste system is not accepted in Islam, but we in this society believe it that a person who is not making enough money, a person who is not working a good job is not worthy enough for respect. And I've seen many people do this, talk to janitors the way they talk to animals. Like, it's so hideous to see people acting out like that, leashing out on people. So you have to be humble enough. As a man, you need to accept that there are certain things which you can't control and there are certain things which you can control, and the way to control that is to be mindful of what you say. Now, if I go over here and I say to this guy that you're not good enough, or I talk to him in a very bad way, I misbehave with him, what kind of impact would that put on him? He would feel ashamed. He would think that, alright, I don't deserve this. I know I'm not working a good job. I know I'm not making enough money. He'll be depressed. So that plays a very wide role. We have to be masculine, but we have to be enough. We have to be a man enough to, not to hit certain people's weaknesses. If you exploit anyone's weakness, in the near future, someone else will exploit your weakness also. So you have to be thoughtful, because Allah is the one who gives you everything, and He can also take it away from you. Just like we know the story of Firaun, we know the story of Nimrod. We have to be mindful, bro. We have to be grateful to Allah Almighty, and we have to see His people as our own brothers. Islam also teaches us brotherhood, right? So we have to, implement that in our life. Slides are over, but I have more to say.
But your time is over also.
Time is over?
Yes.